Armed with machetes, unknown assailants have launched a deadly attack on 2 military barracks in Western Uganda, unaliving several civilians along the way. Security forces have responded swiftly, neutralizing the threat and making arrests. But this violence has left the community shaken and searching for answers. Now, for more details, guys, you've got to see this video till the end, because I've got a story. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Foreigner. I am a foreigner from East Africa, Uganda. Yeah, right now I'm in Uganda, so today I'm not a foreigner, I'm a citizen. Yeah, well, guys, today talking about a story that is making rounds on the internet is the attack on the western part of Uganda by the unknown assailants who are armed with machetes. Now, it's crazy that these people from now, actually, based on by the time I'm uploading this video, the attackers are not yet identified. But what is crazy about the story is they are only armed with machetes, but they attacked civilians and also attacked the military barracks. So what's crazy is, how can someone with a machete attack someone with a bullet? Now, this one has always been happening in Uganda. But firstly, I got a video that I want to play for you. Then later on, we're gonna come and dive deep into the discussion of why this happens, why it has always happened in the western part of Uganda, because this part of Uganda borders Uganda and Congo, is the bordering part of Uganda and Congo. So we all know what is happening in Congo. The country is unstable and it has been in this position for a long time. So sometimes it kind of makes sense when we are affected by as neighbors, but also the fact that it's happening over time, it raises eyebrows. Anyway, guys, firstly, go through this video, and then when I return, I'll give you more of it. Guys, what's happening? Guys, I don't know what's really happening, but I think something is really happening right now. I know for sure something is really happening. I don't know what it is, but I can feel something is really happening. It's in the night. I'm taking the cows home to the crowd, but I feel like there's bullets or something. Wow. And actually, an hour ago, my mom tried to call me, but I wasn't with my phone. Let's see what happens. Jesus. Yeah, guys, yeah, that's really what happened, and this actually happened in the morning hours of about 5 a.m. of course, Ugandan time, and this happened on the Uganda-Congo border. The districts of Kasese and Bundibugyo are districts that border. They're in the side of Uganda that border Congo, and we all know what is happening in Congo. So, but we don't ask for more. Even we only pray the people in those districts are safe, and I pray the security is beefed up over there. Now, we all know that this hasn't been the first time, second or third time it's happening. It has always been happening over time, and usually in mostly this season, when we are approaching the festive season, when the year is ending, it usually happens a couple of times. So I only pray the security is beefed up, if it takes more security measures like checkpoints or deploying heavily in the military barracks and in the community, please, I beg the army or the security operatives, do that, because those are also our people. They need to be safe. They don't need to be under trauma and under fear, because I mean, we generally feel safe in Uganda. So I wish, as my fellow countrymen, they also deserve the peace and freedom we are sharing or we are having over this side. Well, what do we understand or learn from this? Firstly, I think this group is a local militia, because in the first place, if they are not armed with firearms, that means they are a random local militia or village militia. They are within the community, so they can easily be traced or eliminated if need be. Now, secondly, I would say this is a radical extremist group, because the fact that someone with a machete is willing to attack and kill a trained military personnel, that has a lot to do with the training of the bravery and the willingness to do that. Now, I think the government should also beef up the intelligence in that area, so that, I mean, those scenarios stop coming up. I mean, it's been over a decade. You hear stories from that side of Uganda, of Kasese and Bundibugyo, and people, I mean, have tried to be resilient and vigilant enough, but I mean, for how long is it gonna happen before the government changes this story? Because I know for sure the Ugandan government has deployed in so many neighboring African countries, in Somalia, in Congo, in Czech Republic. I mean, Czech Republic is very far from Uganda, but because for the love of Africanism, Pan-Africanism, and love of our brothers in those neighboring countries, the government has deployed to restore peace in those countries. So if we can restore peace in the neighboring countries, how about in our own country? How about in our borders? I really want to call out the security or forces or the security operatives to please beef up security. Maybe our brothers and sisters in those districts enjoy the freedom we are all enjoying in the other parts of Uganda. Anyhow, guys, first see the comments of the security operatives in the area, and then when I return, I'll close it up.
The motive behind the attack by assailants on Kasese, Kabarole and Bundibugyo remains unclear, though the pattern reportedly mirrors the 2016 Kasese clashes, in which over 100 royal guards and civilians lost their lives and the Rwenzururu king was incarcerated.
We attacked. In fact, they attacked 2 barracks. They attacked Uganda Barracks and Kasese main station Barracks at around 5:30. But all in all, our forces responded quickly. 15 have been arrested, including a woman. 5 injured our own, and 5 were put out of action.
Authorities have not yet linked the group to either Radical Royal Guards or ADF remnants, though the attack style resembles those used by militants who have infiltrated the region in the past, including the 2023 Mpondwe Lubiriha school massacre.
Attacks have been there before, but in this particular situation, the assailants have not come out and declared their identity. So it would be too early and too rushed to conclude on anybody, because that area has been a subject of attack by a number of belligerent groups. So we cannot hurry and say the attackers were of this identity or this particular group, and neither has any group come out to particularly confirm the attack or acknowledge the attack.
According to Lieutenant Walusimbi, the attackers were wearing new gumboots and armed with fresh pangas, catapults and arrows. Kasese District Vice Chairperson Wambale Gilivazio condemned the raid and urged the youth not to be misled into acts of violence.
So I want to assure Ugandans and Kasese that we responded quickly and the situation is normal.
I want to call upon the people of Kasese and Rwenzori region that we should desist from supporting any radicalization or terrorism.
He revealed that most of the slain or captured attackers were young people, calling on the youth to reject radicalization and pursue productive ventures instead. Meanwhile, in Kabarole district, the attackers moved through Bukuku, Kariango and Canon Apollo areas. 4 were killed at Canon Apollo Gate and 2 near Bukuku Church of Uganda.
So they made attacks and they were simultaneous because they also happened in Rwenzori East, where they attacked, they made attacks in Kasese district, and particularly on Kasese police barracks and Rugendabara station, and suspected by the same group or people of the same mission. What we would like to bring to your attention is that several assailants among them were put out of action, and many of them have been arrested. What I would like only to state is that more arrests are still going on.
Uganda People's Defense Forces soldiers have since maintained heavy deployment around Canon Apollo Co-PTC in Fort Portal City as investigations continue.
Now, yeah, guys, yeah, you heard it right from the security personnel telling you, both from the police and the army, telling you what the scenario is and how it happened. Now, it is related to a 2016 unrest, I would say, or conflict that happened that took so many lives. And this was a fight also by the Machete armed civilians who attacked military personnel, and in a fight it was related to the kingdom of Rwenzori. And towards the end of all this story, the king himself from this kingdom in the western part of Uganda, he was arrested for supporting these politically motivated conflicts that led to the loss of so many lives. Now, I think after a couple of years, the king was released, and there was dialogue, there was reconciliation, and yeah, everything seemed to have settled and come back to normal. But now, after this story, it feels like the killings or the attacks are related to the 2016 attacks that happened that costed so many people's lives. But now, guys, I don't know what to make of this, but I know for sure maybe people are traumatic or they're going through a lot for this to still happen after so many, no, not so many years, but I know for sure it's nearly a decade. It's nearly a decade of what happened in 2016 to reoccur in 2025, towards the end of 2025. I could pretty much say after a decade. Yeah, but anyway, guys, that's it. I pray for the people in Kasese, because usually the people who get attacked in this scenario have nothing to do with the fights between the kingdom and the state itself. So why attack the wrong people, and why unalive so many people who are not related to your stories? Anyhow, guys, it is what it is. Watch the video till the end. I think I have to cut it from here, but if you're watching from wherever you're doing, please send your prayers to the people of Kasese, Bundibugyo and Kabarole, because I mean, even schools were attacked, and I think the gate men were unalived from the schools they attacked before the security personnel or the security forces or agencies came in to rescue the students. Yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, life is not easy. For example, for instance, in Africa, it's always literally, sometimes it happens like this. So many reasons are affiliated to this. Maybe it could be foreign influence. I usually like to say that because I know for a fact sometimes we fight because of foreign influence, because of uncoordinated interests. But it is what it is. All we can do as humans, we can pray for ourselves, our brothers, our siblings, and our fellow countrymen and women. Anyhow, guys, from me to you, love and respect. Pray for the people in that part of Uganda, and pray for the people of Congo, Somalia. I mean, people of Gaza, Israel, people of Ukraine, and everywhere else. One thing I know for sure, everything can happen, but God is great.